Hello everyone. With this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to begin the assignment of your PLAD, the different sections of the PLAD, how to upload a file to the PLAD, and then finally how to submit your PLAD for review by your instructor. So let's get started. First of all, there is a PLAD portfolio when you first log into LiveText. So the first thing that you have to do is begin the assignment by clicking the button. The next thing that you do is create your document, and that brings up your PLAD where you can edit each of the sections. This first section, you do not have anything to do. It's simply explanatory information about the PLAD. The first section where you need to actually upload the files is in the Specialization Credit Request area. You'll notice the first section here is the Specialization Credit Request worksheet itself. So you'll notice that there is a worksheet here, template. This is the one that you use to actually fill out to request the credit hours to the PLAD committee. However, we need to edit that so that you can upload your version of that worksheet, your completed worksheet. So we'll simply click the Edit button for that section. You will notice that there is at the File Attachments tab one file uploaded, and that reflects the template that was there. However, we want to upload your assignment. So we will click the tab, and that brings up the inserted files. There is the particular template. What we want to do is upload a new file, which will be your completed worksheet. From here, you're going to choose the file. So you navigate to the location. You can either select it or double click it. If you select it, then you select Choose. And you will now notice that it is uploading to that section. You will notice that the last name is in your file name, so you want to make sure your last names are in all files that you upload. So you must click the Save and Finish tab in order for it to be recorded on that section. So we'll click Save and Finish, and you will see that your Specialization Credit Request has been uploaded to the correct place on your PLAD. All the rest of the uploads work the very same way. So your letter to the PLA Review Committee, you go through the same procedure. The rest of this section is explanatory, explaining the process and all the requirements that you need in order to get credit for your prior learning. Then the next tab that we will look at are your self-assessments. In this first section, if you recall, you did a pre and post assessment for the course. That's the ELFH 300 item. And you also did a pre-assessment for the program. Those two files need to be uploaded here. And then your HAT itself, while you have it on LiveText as the assignment and you have it on Blackboard, you need to also upload that completed HAT to this area. We will go to the ONET Reports section. You recall all the ONET references that you had in your HAT. You would upload every one of those ONET. You would need to click the link on those ONETs, actually print them out as a PDF file, and then any other ONET references that you used in your worksheets, you also need to download as a PDF and upload here. So you'll have a number of ONET reports listed in this section. So therefore, anything that you've used, such on any of your worksheets, anytime that you reference ONET, and obviously the ONETs that you've referenced in your HAT paper as a part of your resume, you need to upload these ONET reports here as a PDF file. Let's go back to the beginning again to see the rest of the tabs. In this tab, the Prior Education Advising Material, everyone's already uploaded your degree audit checklist. You need to upload it here, but also two other PDFs that you need to create. One for your student transfer evaluation. This should not be a link. This should be an actual file so that you will need to open your student transfer evaluation and print it or save it as a PDF. Some of you might not have an STE or student transfer evaluation if you didn't have any prior college or trade schools or that type of thing that you had sent to U of L. So there's a chance that you might not have that student transfer evaluation. But if you have requested your prior colleges or trade schools or those types of institutions to send those transcripts to U of L, it would show up on your student transfer evaluation. And then you have your transcripts themselves that you'll also be able to get that from ULink. U of L no longer requires a general education worksheet. There's a new degree audit that reflects all the general education that you need. So you should disregard that particular part of this section, which is the general education worksheet. So now we'll go to the occupational training learning portion of the PLAD. You will have a completed worksheet that you will need to upload listing any of the training that you have requested in order to get college credit. That completed worksheet needs to be uploaded in this section. Part of the process of receiving prior learning credit for training is to write a justification essay for each of the training that you've listed in your worksheet. So those essays can be uploaded in this section. And then finally, you're not complete for your request for PLA credit unless you also have all of the supporting documentation that reflects the successful completion of the training that you've received. So there are 3 areas that need to complete for this section in order to receive prior learning credit: a completed and accurate training worksheet, justification essays for each one of these, and the supporting documentation. So going on to the next section, the experiential learning tab. Very similar situation here. You will have a worksheet that you will upload here that reflects any of your job experiences that you've had filled out correctly that you want to request college credit for. So there again, that is just one worksheet listing all the jobs with the inclusive dates so that you can request for prior learning credit. A different situation, however, for your reflection essays, they are uploaded here. For each hour requested in your occupational experience worksheet, you need to have an essay that is 1 page in length for each credit hour requested. So those essays are uploaded in this section. And then obviously you need the occupational experience learning supporting documentation here. All of this has to be complete and accurate in order for you to receive the PLA credit. Let's go to the last section here, amending the PLAD. It is possible for you to amend your PLAD at a later date, and there's a few reasons that you want to be able to do this. One thing, if you're using your current job experience to get college level credit, you're going to have more time on that job, probably a year or maybe more, so that you can, if you want to use that, you will need to amend your PLAD to get the extra credit for that particular job experience. And also, if you're running into time issues and haven't received all of the documentation that you've requested from previous employers for your job experience or for your job training, you still have time to do that, but you do need to amend your PLAD. And we recommend that you do that towards the end of your degree program because you can only amend your PLAD once. So you would just download this amending the portfolio document in order to amend the PLAD itself. So to review, let's go back to the main menu here. The overview simply explains the procedure for submitting information to the PLAD. Your work specialization credit request here, all of your self-assessments and HAT here, all the ONET reports that you're using in your HAT and your worksheets here, all of your advising material here, and your occupational training and learning worksheet, essays, and documentation here. and your occupational experience information here. So your instructor is going to review all of this for accuracy. So you will need to have your worksheets accurate. The hours submitted from those worksheets need to be reflected correctly in your work specialization credit request worksheet. And then obviously you would need to have all of the proper essays and documentation. So that's the important part of your PLAD. This is something that's going to be the permanent record for your PLA, and your instructor will verify that everything is accurate, and then it'll be there for the review committee to refer to as you request your college credit for prior learning. Okay, there's one last step to perform here. Right now you've just been editing the different sections of your PLAD. What you need to do now is, after you have reviewed all the information and you know that everything is accurate and you've double checked everything, you need to actually submit it for review. And the way you do that is come to the top of the form and click Attach to Assignment. You're not quite finished, but if you do remember something, you can always click the little pen here and it'll open it back up. And you can make another change. However, you need to return to the assignment. Once you're sure everything is accurate, when you click the Submit Assignment button here, your instructor then will have access to your PLAD for the review. So you would click the Submit Assignment button. I'm going to prompt you one more time, are you sure? And you simply click OK. And now it'll show up as awaiting assessment, and it will be assessment completed, show up here when your instructor has reviewed your PLAD and given you the grade for it. Oops. So what happens if your instructor requests a resubmission of your PLAD? So what you need to do is open up Live Text, and it shows your PLAD portfolio here, and it's stating that you need to resubmit the PLAD portfolio. So what you do, you come over to the button to continue assignment, click the button. So it brings up a window here allowing you to access your PLAD template. So you come down here to where this little pencil is, click the pencil, and your PLAD opens back up. So whatever instructions your instructor might have sent you in an email, in this case, my instructor would have sent me something on the specialization credit request was not accurate. So I needed to modify my specialization credit request worksheet and resubmit it. So now you just simply go through the same procedure of edit, and you'll notice the file attachment. You would still click there just like we did before. In this case, we want to delete the original specialization credit request and then upload a new file just as we did before. Choose File, find the new specialization credit request, double click, so it uploads again. So there's the new file that you uploaded as per the instructor's request. Simply click Save and Finish. So you can see the rest of this is just going through completing the assignments just as you did before. So you return to assignment. Submit assignment. Click OK. And you'll see here it is waiting for assessment. So you can see it's exactly like you did when you edited your previous PLAD, only you have to actually go through and click the little pencil in order to actually go to your PLAD to edit it. So that's all for now.